Warning. If the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. Have you ever lost an argument with a woman? Of course you have, right? I mean, what man hasn't? Look, you can't win an argument with a woman unless you figure out the right way to do it. Unfortunately, most men never figure it out until it's almost too late. This video will show you how to win a fight with a woman and make her surrender to your authority and dominance. Sounds good? Great. Then let's start. First, understand this. Here's why you're losing most, if not all, of your arguments with your lady. Arguing with her is pointless. Here's why. You see, when your woman argues with you, the issue she's arguing about is not the issue. It is always something deeper. Here's an example. Let's say you accidentally bought the wrong kind of diapers for your baby, and she flips out. Makes you wonder why she'd flip out over a trivial thing, right? Here's the reality. She's not mad about the diapers. She's mad because you're forgetful, or you don't know your baby's needs that well, and you don't seem to care. Or let's say it was payday, and you treated yourself by buying a few extra 6-packs of beer on your way home. And when she finds out, she blows up in your face. Makes you wonder what the big deal is, right? Again, she's not mad about the beer. She's mad about your lack of thoughtfulness, your selfishness, or how you didn't think of her when you went shopping. Now, you might be wondering, so why doesn't she just say so? I'm not a mind reader. Crazy, right? There is, however, a rational explanation for that, and it may completely surprise you because it's not that well known to most guys. Before we go into that, however, there's something I want you to do for me. Could you help me out by clicking like? That will really mean a lot to me. Go on and click like now because I'll wait here. Clicked like? Great. Let's continue. So here's the reason why women won't just tell you what she wants. Women don't communicate the same way men do. Men and women follow different rules when communicating. Men are hardwired to use overt communication. We're rational. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. We take words at face value. Women, on the other hand, are hardwired differently. They use covert communication. They're not rational. They're emotional. It's not about what they say, it's how they say it. And here's the thing. The more you don't get the message from your woman, the more arguments you're going to have. Think about it. If you got the message, if you understood how women communicated, and if you could take hints and know what your woman really wanted, and if you made the fundamental adjustments she desperately needs you to make, then she wouldn't flip out if you got the wrong diapers, or bought too much beer, or made some other mistake. That's because you're a guy who's smart and manly enough to know how to communicate with women. That's rare, and she's not about to do anything to hurt her relationship with such a rare gem as you. Get the picture? She's not about to just tell you what she wants. She needs you to be man enough to figure things out. If she had to tell you overtly, like how a guy would, then it's the final nail in the coffin. She's proven beyond reasonable doubt that you're not man enough. So here's the moral of the story. If you want to start winning arguments with your women, and as a bonus, start reducing the number of arguments you have to a bare minimum, then the key is to understand and accept how women communicate. So here's my advice. Whenever your woman argues with you, don't argue back. Why? Well, remember that the issue of the argument is not the issue. So there's no question of how to win an argument with your girlfriend at all, because you don't argue, full stop. Here's what to do instead. Find the deeper underlying issue. Observe her behavior closely. And as with most, if not all women, her problems are usually because of her emotions. You see, women behavior are always driven by how she feels. And this means that if you can control how she feels, you'll control how she behaves. Makes sense, right? Now imagine that in her mind, you are the strongest, manliest, most capable man she's ever met in her life. How would she feel now that you're her boyfriend or husband? For sure, she'd feel super happy, right? She'll feel like she hit the jackpot. And remember that her actions will always follow her feelings. She'll be respectful, loving, supportive, and submissive for life. Arguments? Few and far between. And most times, the argument is over even before it starts. Would you like your relationship to be like that? Yes? Then here's the key. You must learn how to manipulate her emotion. And here's the good news. Next, I will share a resource with you on how you can easily put her emotions under your control. But before we get into that, I want you to do this for me. If you have enjoyed this video this far, then subscribe to my channel because that will guarantee that you'll get these videos from me in the future. Go on and click on the subscribe button because I'll wait here. Done subscribing? Great, let's continue. So here's how you can manipulate a woman's emotions. It's by learning mind control techniques. With mind control, she will see you as the strongest, most dominant, most confident man in her life. Sounds good, right? Here's what you need to know though. If the talk of manipulating a woman's emotions makes you leery, that's okay. Truth be told, mind control is not for everybody because of its profound and permanent effects on the woman's psyche. It's only for men who want to spend the rest of their lives with their current girlfriend or wife. So if your relationship is not the one, or if you're not sure, or if you can't understand or accept your woman's way of communicating, then please don't use mind control on your woman. You'll do more harm than good. But on the other hand, if you're sure she's the one, and you want to make the rest of your lives together as smooth, happy, and argument-free as possible, then do the smart thing and learn mind control today. Here's the thing though. I can't explain mind control in detail in this video. It's already pretty long as it is. And that's why I'd recommend Derek Rake's legendary online masterclass on mind control. After you sign up for Derek's masterclass, you'll know what mind control is, how it works, and how to use it on women. A link will now come up in the video. Click it and the registration page for Derek Rake's online masterclass comes up. There, enter your best email address because that's where your masterclass ticket will be sent. Do it. Click on the link now.